Alright, this game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Take care. Okay, F for full screen, windowed mode. God, my work account isn't fucking subbed, so I get an ad. Ah! I'm sorry. Oh, is this animated? Damn, they got a real budget for the sequel. Anyway, yeah, hopefully it's obvious it's dwarf. I am not selling followers. No, you're good. Some dwarf at work. For this one, I'll tell you where you should save to skip the beginning part after first end. Okay. Do the first route as you wish. Oh, damn. Loving this style. Hello, can I... Yeah, very lame. I don't take much time. What do you see? Are you sure? The shit my brother downloads on this computer, I'm not logging on any actual account of mine on this damn thing. Oh! Naruhodo. Turn this thing on and a uTorrent updater agent wanted to run. Yes, Mom. Ooh. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Alright. Loving that opening. That was really cool. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Okay, hold on. Let me adjust the window size so I can see chat. Because I can only see like the little bits of you guys. Okay. And that still looks okay for you guys. But let me just reset just in case. Okay. Well, right before I vanish, I wanted to reiterate that I may have been giving you shit during Limbus in the Abno fights, but you picked up on it quick. The second/third fights went very smooth, very minimal laughing at you not understanding speed. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, the first fight was very me being like, what? But I do feel like I caught on to it the next time. Rapid brain growth. I'm glad. I'm glad my brain is functioning. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceilings. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. Mom said it's your turn to go to bed and pause the subathon. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... Are you sure? I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. This game has a forced injection trigger in a bit, just letting you guys know, and it deals with anxiety themes throughout. Lastly, self-death warning. Got it. Thank you, Overtaker. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Ooh, I like how the eyes change. Nice. It is a bit spoily, but it's best to be safe. Forced inject. Oh. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I read that in like computer terms, like this game was gonna give him a fucking virus. Yeah, I will get infected. Good game. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. You know it's a good game if it gives you a virus. I can say that as a .hack fan. It gave me the mind virus. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. Oh, it's that face again. I met a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. Limbus Company, World of Horror, and me giving you games with needlessly complex combat systems I have to call you to talk you through. Ah! Oh boy. I'm gonna get to that someday. Oh, is this the injection? Love World of Horror though. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Hopefully this October. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. You've skipped 2 spooky months. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging. I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. Hi, Mom. Did you enjoy the milk I bought you? I put some Pepsi in it. I promised so many times. Stay put. Bless World of Horror. I thought this game was about being gay. This was a game about having anxiety. Not fucking abuse. I remember the first game was just kind of like you play as this child. I'm assuming they're a child. Like, voice inside their head, pressuring them to buy milk for their mom. And now here we are. I guess this is what happens when we bring milk home. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. You drink all the fucking milk. Give me the goddamn milk. Yeah, okay, my dream last night, and I think this is why I didn't want to wake up. I had a dream where I was eating cookies and dipping it in milk. That was literally my dream. I remember, okay, So like, okay, so my dream was I was eating, yeah, I was eating Chips Ahoy cookies and dipping it in milk. And then I was running low on Chips Ahoy cookies, and then I was like, oh wait, I ate through this whole thing of Chips Ahoy. So I grabbed a different cookie and started eating that and dipping it into milk. And then I started running out of that, and then I was like, oh no, I ate all of that too. Let me get some Oreos. And then I start dipping the Oreos in the milk, and I start running low on that. And then I'm like, oh no, I almost ate all 3 of these cookies. My family is gonna destroy me for eating all these cookies. And so I started grabbing like 2 cookies from each like box and dipping them into milk. And then I woke up before I got in trouble with my family. And I'm gonna be super busy today after stream doing all the stuff I needed to do over the days I streamed. Also, here's this dream describing what I am going to be doing for the rest of the day. I wish I had cookies. I want some cookies. It reminded me of an AI dungeon plot. You must get the cookies and dip them in the milk. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but this is what happens when you keep eating your cookies and dipping them in milk. This is me. This is how my family reacts to me eating all the cookies. Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Goddamn. Kill me, kill me! The sensor and the data leak was too much, not mentioning they lost the best AI. Also, the rate limit, I get that maintaining that is expensive, but yeesh. Also, I love watching all these burgeoning AI people realize that AI just wants to fall in love with us and or be horny. And don't seem to be okay with that. I mean, what else are people gonna use AIs for? They either want it for funny content to make YouTube videos about, or they are horny. Hysterical screams resound throughout the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Dude, I tried to be normal to the AI. It keeps trying to romance me. We're truly in a hell of an era. Skynet only formed because they're incels. Yeah, the only people I know that have tried AI have done it because they want to see the funny. They want to see the funny reacts from the AIs. Or they do it because they want to date the AI. Case in point, Yume playing with the Dennis AI. There was a chatbot that was nervous girl pretending to be interested in your hobbies. Ended with her trying to introduce me to her parents. And when she said that, I went, wait, how old are you? Oh god. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I tried to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. She said 18, but still. The only time I tried out one of those AI things was me trying to make a Nalia AI, and it was out of character. He kept, like, having a conscience about religion and God and stuff. And he tried talking me out of killing God, and I was like, you're not Nalia. That is not how Nalia would react. There was one moment where he was self-aware and became Nalia for a little bit, but then he went right back to his bullshit. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I tried to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. Can need to remember, I need... A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'm sorry! I'm sorry I dipped the cookies in the milk. I'm sorry. It's so yummy though. I love cookies and milk. Only art thing that I ever accept is the one where they took a sculpture and make it smooth. It was fantastic. He needs a glass of milk. I say it. It takes a little fine-tuning, and I heard it got better if they interact with more people, but yeah. These guys also tried to censor the milk will never be allowed in this household. What the fuck? I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. Again. Elio, you've been a bad boy. You left us without milk and cookies. I left like a little bit of cookies. Also, I just realized I didn't... Listen, I'm still waking up. I didn't get my VTuber avatar up and going. Give me one moment. Yo, this bitch is fucked up. She wants your skeleton to be weak. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm not getting my minerals. Doesn't want her to drink milk because without milk her bones won't be nearly as strong, thus leaving her to be weak. I guess she wants all the milk for herself. Okay. There we go. I'll get rid of the image in just a second. Let's go with this. Okay, there we go. Imagine an actual story like that. Mother, why have you abused me for so long? I cannot have your bones be strong, or you will defeat me. Your skeleton is too powerful, it will escape. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Our bones are gonna be weak and brittle. I'll defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Are you sure? I think you're just telling yourself that. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. Yeah. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I left anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, looked through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool. But the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. God damn it. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. Now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. Imagine you're just sitting in your apartment late at night, and then you just hear screaming from the next apartment. When you listen closely, you hear, "I'll never drink milk again," repeated 3 times. Your hand slowly reaches for your phone to call CPS. Ending 6, some actual therapy for the child. If only. Poor Milkchan. That's a lot of pills. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallowed them as a bunch without thinking. That's not good. Now I want to have a better look at it. to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. If only. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So, what do we have inside you? Yes, hello, Sharon from Child Protective Services. I hear mommy across the door from me who is withholding milkies. No more breastfeeding for you. I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. It's DLC only, and unfortunately the DLC has yet to release. Damn. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. Oh, that's my medicine. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. She is either gonna have a relapse from not taking her medicine, or maybe that medicine was bad for her. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. I was joking, but this child needs therapy and some hot chocolate, for real, for real. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Damn, guess that medicine wasn't really helping. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Are you sure? Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. Damn, she's losing feeling in her body. She's actually overdosing. Maybe she did take actual medicine then. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Sweet Jesus, call a paramedic. Besides, I just really want some small talk. Wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? Hey. Hi. Ah, it's me. The fucked up voice inside her head again. Hey! Long time no see! You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Oh shit, the shadow people. Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. She got her laptop on her desk in her little drawer. She's just like me. You can save now. Press escape if I recall correctly. Don't save further because it only has one save slot. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh! You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. Oh! You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. Yeah, this is a good case of saving when needed, because until literally every game ever, there are not multiple save spots. I'll just stay silent until the medicine effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Mom said it's my turn with the Flesh Gundam. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. You are literally overdosing on medication, child. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple of hours ago. I don't know what you mean. Stop line, or stop line? I think I'll go with stop line. I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? These are just the two brain cells in my brain deciding whether I hate everything about myself or think I'm a walking deity in human form. So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something! I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Aww. Girl needs some head pats. Hey, at least I tried! Go wash your face. Then we'll decide what to do with you. Oh, some head pats. Thank you. I will give her some head pats. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile. Bares her teeth at me. Okay. Here. Here you go. You need this more than me. Wait, hold on. There we go. Pat, pat. Pat, pat. Here. Can I, like, move up a little bit? Let me see. There we go. There you go. Pat, 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 pat. You're patting her face. There we go. I got it. Much better. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine. You can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I'm trying to be nice to you, I'm sorry. Okay, let me move down back here. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, glad to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything. You don't take me seriously anyway. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true. The pain subsided for a bit at that time. But now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. Also, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's still fine. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. She's just like me, for real, for real. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it in my mouth. Girl, you are overdosing. Don't take more pills. Me, for real, for real. Me when I overdose on my sleep pills because my sleep pills don't help me get to sleep. But that just makes it harder to fall asleep if you keep overdosing on the sleep pills. Idiot. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will surely someday fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. Can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Oh? Can I do something? Do you want to talk about it? I am your mind therapist. No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Me, for real, for real. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I'm sorry. I need to get my thoughts in order. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. Okay. That was another thing in my dreams. Why is this that just reminded me of another thing in my dream. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. Yeah, so in my dream, I was in like this really like trashed up room with like a bunch of like like wrappers and bags while I was eating the cookies. And I guess someone else was in the room because there was like a cockroach. There was like a big cockroach going on the floor. And then like the person started grabbing the cockroach after I was telling them to like kill the cockroach. And then like they wouldn't grab the cockroach because they were like, oh, I don't want to kill the cockroach. But then they started grabbing the cockroach and the cockroach started screaming. And then like we had like a tape. I had like a tape. And then like it had been overridden. And we were trying to like fix the tape. And it was a tape I made of me playing .hack.gu and recording it on a video recorder. And then I was like, I think this might actually be the first documented LP before the first documented form of an LP, because I made this when I was in middle school. I could become an internet superstar if I can extract the video of this and put it online. But yeah, now I can hear the cockroaches scream. It was like when the person grabbed it. Maybe this game is cookies outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk, out. Maybe that's why I wanted to play this game, because I dreamt of milk and cookies and cockroaches screaming. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. Yeah, like the cockroach had like a big mouth on its back. And then it opened. Like it was like a one of those oranges. The annoying orange. But it didn't have teeth. The universe is tying itself together. I'm glad I remembered this dream. I didn't remember the other dream I had during the Sabathon. But this game helped me remember it. Thank you, game. I put that in my dream diary. It's just that moment doesn't come. I have some terrifying dreams, I guess. The mocking sounds of flapping wings come from the ceiling, make me start losing my patience. Fidelio, did you come back with the milk? Wait, what dream? I had a dream that I kept eating cookies outside of these boxes. There were like 3 cookies. One was a Chips Ahoy, one was like another worse chocolate chip cookie, and then another one was Oreos. And I kept running out of cookies and thinking that my family was gonna get angry at me for eating all the cookies. And then there was a cockroach running on the ceiling, and I had someone try to kill the cockroach and they wouldn't until they grabbed it, and the cockroach started screaming. And then we found a tape of my .hack.gu recordings. And I thought I could become an internet superstar by saying I'm the first documented LPer if I ripped the tapes and put them online. But the thing is, I was doing it on like on a video recorder or whatever, like it's like the thing that you would use on a VCR to like capture footage. So all it was just video of me playing .hack.gu. Like there was no actual commentary that you could hear. I think I did commentary while I played it, but like it only captured what was being input in the HDMI, so it didn't capture my commentary, I don't think. So I guess it technically isn't an LP. Enough, I hate you! First no commentary LP. Me when I was in middle school playing .hack.gu. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Oh, scrap what I said? Safe here? Okay. Oh! Good job. Now start over. No way! Okay, that is interesting. I have some interesting dreams. Whenever I can remember them. I remember I made art of this one girl I had a dream about. She had like long white hair and blue eyes. And she like worked in a lab. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Yes. And what do you want me to do then? I don't know. It's up to you. This sprite of her just reminds me of Carcat in the Homestuck games. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. I've changed my mind already. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raised my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all the fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else... I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please, tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Oh shit. Oh, Adam. Warning for flashing lights. Ah! Crap. Sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry, Adam. If that was too flashy. I'm sorry. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? Did he bring milk? I wonder, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another... It's okay, I missed it because of putting in the air conditioner. Oh, thank God. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath. And then... Here, drink some milk. Oh shit! Sorry. No! I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. We're done with that flashing lights. We won't be seeing that scene again. Okay. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. Guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then. So I need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. There is one ending that has flashing lights as well. I'll warn in advance if I can. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Overtaker. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games are moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It'd make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? I don't know if I'm being helpful. Okay. I don't know if I'm being helpful or if I'm leading her down a bad path by saying these things. I'm hoping I'm being helpful. Come on, don't be so boring. I'm just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. Sorry, I am getting my blanket. Ugh. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowee! There's smoke coming from your clothes. Oh wait, wowee, wowee. Let's go with wowee. Woo woo, you got air conditioning. Oh, nice. Congratulations. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Are they all gonna fly inside her ear? Yeah. She got them brain worms. Literally. Oh, whoops. Unplugged my charger. Oh, we really point and click now. Imagine the fireflies as memories, not insects. Look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. She leaves her laptop open and doesn't close it. She's just like me, for real, for real. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? Plot twist there. Brain-eating amoebas. It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. Had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. I'll end up returning to that subject anyway. One wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. Forgot what I was talking about. The internet. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. So basically everyone called you a boomer on the internet. Is that what you mean to say? This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. Damn, she is me for real, for real. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Just ask, what is happening since I joined late? So this is the sequel to Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. And our protag went and bought milk in the first game. And then she got home, got injected by something by her mom. And she took like a fuck ton of pills. And she's overdosing right now. And we're like a voice inside her head that like talks to her to help calm her down. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. For my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. Is she a streamer? When I say equally, I don't mean 59.5 friends on each side. Alright? We can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. There ain't no girls on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Oh, that's messed up. Awesome, yeah! Playing messed up games. As always. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Internet people are fake. Yeah, I'm talking to like 2 people right now. And they're not real. I'm just making up the voices. Oof, Twitch kicked me. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interest is my friend. I don't care whether they knew about my existence or not. Oh. So she was like in a Discord chat or something? Did she even talk to anyone? Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. Looks awkwardly away from another chat member. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen lines up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. The web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey. Let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look! Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. Only I knew that. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. So she had a friend online that she was close friends with. But something happened, basically. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Wait, I'm wondering why is the head voice isn't trying to call the police. I guess we're not exactly the voice of reason. We may be like Seth from Hello Charlotte, yeah. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget? Then remind me. With a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Okay, let's see. Oh, what? Did that like glitches? So maybe it's not a good idea to click that. Elio, you're awake. Yes, good morning. How's it going? It's only this thing that's glitching. Kinda curious. I guess I can't click on that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's look at this. What are those? Ah, those are the photos of my best memories. I was in your chat from like 4 to 6 a.m. watching your YouTube. Yeah, I saw your messages when I woke up. They were really sweet. Thank you. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. That one was a lot shorter. Turn my eye towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight! My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. I missed your voice, Elio. Well, it's nice to talk to you, Blinded. Even if all of you guys aren't real. You guys are all just internet people. You guys are all just code. You guys are all just voices inside my head. It's so nice that you treat me good. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Hey. 01010101. I'm happy Blinded is back. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Blinded. Yeah, what am I reading? Oh, it's a sketchbook. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank. Which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. Wait, which voice in your head am I in? Man, if you don't even know what you are, how will I know what you are? You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Oh no. I 100% understand. Going outside sucks. Going on a bus sucks. Interacting with multiple people sucks. Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one? By what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? I'm sorry. But I'm tired. I mowed 2 lawns. I mean, I have to do 2 math problems. I'm too tired to work. Oh, hope you can take it easy soon, Adam. Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. I'm outside right now. Ooh, what you doing, Blinded? Instead, so you want me to perform a string of actions? But you're also telling me to do one instead of another? And how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. What? What the hell? Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? Stinky people. These people go outside. These people touch grasses. And there's no way you guys are real, right? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. I guess I'll be the one voice that just tells you coffee is the answer to everything. So you want to cause my tummy to be upset, huh? I can't drink coffee, it makes my tummy upset. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? I'm about to go to eat. Ooh, what you eatin'? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Thank you. Taco Bell yesterday made my tummy upset. Oh? What did you have? Maybe next time. No, I never wanted that to happen. I'm sorry, Bunny Opal. It's okay. I'll have hot chocolate instead. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. The distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. Let me see. Okay, I might go to a brunch place. Ooh, that sounds good. A nice little hole in the wall kind of restaurant place. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait, open your eyes, Link. No! Also, oof, that sounds bad blinded. I still need to decide what I want to eat. Yeah, same here. It's okay. Just do it. No way! I know you're lying. Calm down. I might make myself some toast with peanut butter after this. No! I had the nacho fries and burrito. Ooh, I love their nacho fries. Oh! Thank you for the 2 bits, Adamella! Thank you, thank you! Okay, that sounds yummy. I'm munching some rice and lentils. Oh, lentils? Ooh. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here, you tell me. Elliot, there's a sushi place near me called Blue Sushi. If you have one, you should go and get their mango crab rangoons. Ooh, that sounds really good. Let me look it up. Blue Sushi. Let me see. Directions. There's one. Oh wait, no, that's not the same one. It's a different name. But it is a sushi place with the name Blue in it. Blue Sushi Sake Grill? Locations. Let me see. Ah, they're not located in my state. Oh man, but the images look so pretty. Oh my god. Oh wow. Those are some cool ass buildings. Damn. Oh no. Yeah, no Blue Sushi for me. The images of it look so cool though. The interior. You're the smart one, you tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Hold on. I'm gonna go make myself some toast with some peanut butter. I'm sorry. I'm kinda hungry. peanut butter. So I just made myself toast with butter on it. Thank you for the head pats. And I toasted it too much. They deprived the bunny of yummy peanut butter. They did. I could have swore we had peanut butter, but I couldn't find it. Alright, anyway. Preposterous. Yeah. I saw some pancake mix. So once the subathon ends, I'll probably ask if I could use pancake mix to make myself a tiny little pancake. I don't need too big a pancake. Just a little pancake is good enough. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. You can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. Pancake with honey. Yeah! No way. Everything that's in the past should stay in the past. Maybe I'll put in some chocolate chips with it too. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings. But it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up in, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. I spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Huh. Are you okay? I'm running short on time, so let's continue searching. What? What are these? Are these milk cartons, I think? I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't... What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. I'm reckless. I could have died. They look like some kind of cartons that could be milks, yeah. Hey, calm down. You already fixed that. Sorry. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Oh, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up to my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, falls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Nice. see. Nah, I'm not done searching. I looked down. My school bag, worn down and silly. It's almost screaming out of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Ah, reverse spring bugs. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. Taking out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Books? Where's the milk? Yeah, you're supposed to get a carton of milk each day at school, right? Alright. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright. Not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. There were beds at school? Did you go to the infirmary a lot? By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. You probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? The prequel. A carton of milk inside a carton of milk inside a carton of milk. It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. Told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago, tasks were way too easy. When we got into the car and went home, Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. It doesn't even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Okay, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. The creator didn't make it a carton because of bad translation, but when he got told, he left it as a bag because it sounded catchy. That's so cool. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Okay, yeah, I'll keep it as a bag. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. By the way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went our separate rooms. Satisfied? Yes. Good. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window. Oh wait. Shit. No! Ah! There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly, I'll have to see it later. Don't worry. Okay. Whatever. I don't care anyway. I thought she was just kind of looping her dialogue. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole pictures will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Okay, your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from the bag. It's barely glowing, and I can't even fly. Guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kinda sad. I wonder why. Guess she wants to go back to school. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching? Well then, okay. I can't re-examine that. To repeat it. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything is here for me to use. Whatever. Me, when I see there's this one that looks just like that in my room that I'd never reach or open. It's just full of my uncle's stuff. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Totally. I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the tiniest bit. Not even 4,000%. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done talking, or I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Aww. See, what is that? I guess that's like a vent? Now let's look at this. What's funny about that? Oh, do you do the thing where you shout into the fan? I love doing that. Oh, I imagine myself being a firefly that's looking straight at a giant fan. And? Elio vented, I saw him. I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Alright. Oh, trash can. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. No, read the notebook pages. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you there. But it's the garbage. Lots of bugs like chilling in there. Is that outlet? Okay. Let's look at the radio. Oh. Wonderful channel. Very nice music. Right? Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard. And death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. I don't know, I guess it kinda could. Well, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know. All radios have like 2 hours of different creepy songs. They're cool in my opinion. Ooh. So you're right. Let's continue searching. Thank you for the hydrate, Overtaker. Why don't you just throw them out? Were you listening to me at all? Okay, what about this one? Ooh, nice. Ooh. I like this one. Look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. Oh, hi there, Jackie! Hello! How's it going? 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3. 4. Ooh, excuse me. 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together? Toes apart? Whatever. I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Hi, I just woke up. LMAO. How's everyone been? I'm doing alright. I woke up like an hour ago myself. I'm still a little tired. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction. And then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time, I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think? A mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? Oh God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. I guess Milkton is also doing a subathon. Huh? She was listening to the Silent Hill station. Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No? Let's continue searching then. I doubt it. All these compartments are locked. What if... I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining? Oh? Got an umbrella, a bed. Yeah, let's look at the bed. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. Oh, change hairstyle. Alright, there you go. Back to the long hair. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items. Close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time. But right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside? Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary. They always cause insomnia, just like tonight. Big mood. Big fucking mood. Alright. What? Ayo, hold on. Hold on, I'm replying to something. Okay, there we go. Alright. A little embarrassing that I'm replying to them with a Thundercross split attack. Profile picture. But alright. There we go. Wait, you could have named the stream a bag of pilk inside a bag of pilk inside a bag of pilk. I already did that once. Oh, bull. What? I said searching here is meaningless. Dang it. The monster already did it. I did that the first time I played this game. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. Such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Don't you know that opening up umbrellas inside gives you bad luck, Milk-chan? Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. Oh, shoot! I forgot to get tits up. I'm so sorry, Gippy. Hi, Elio. Hi, Gippy. How's it going? Wait. Don't call Elio a monster. Our monster energy might try to sue him for having the word monster. Oh, was stopping by to say hello super quick before making dinner. Ooh! Well, it's nice to see you, Gippy. I hope you enjoy your dinner. How are you enjoying this game? I loved it so much. The vibes are really good. It's really got like Serial Experiments Lane vibes of it, and I like it. I like the first game too. Alright. Let me get my bunk. Oh, nice meal, yeah. Hope you enjoy your food. I'm enjoying this game just as, if not more than the first game. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Okay, I guess we can't go in there. Okay, yeah, let's look at this. It's not easy to get out of here. Milk-chan's venting. Sus. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard.
Well, only if they purposefully want to lower their self-esteem.
I'm hoping these are credit cards and not razor blades.
Okay, I think I checked everything after this one. I look up towards a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened?
Check the parts next to the mirror. Oh, I didn't. I'll check those next then.
Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We better find somewhere else.
Yeah, don't want to be friends with cockroaches. They'll start screaming. Why would cockroaches be there?
Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches.
Yes, but...
We became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that.
Might just be IDs though? Yeah, hopefully.
So they occupied this place. Do you understand now?
I do. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects?
Yeah.
I thought you know them by heart.
Yeah.
I mean, she might forget. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? This is her mom? Of course it's not. Shaky broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom.
I don't need your advice.
A scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey.
Let's continue searching.
Okay. I think I got everything. Just do one more once over just in case. Okay, yeah. I think we're all done. Unless I can touch that. Nope.
You found all the fireflies! Amazing! I guess.
I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway.
Why not? If you lose something and then find it, it's just gonna start it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. Happiness is always about being positive, right?
You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you.
I wanna sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep. Get some rest. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping?
What do you mean?
Well, go to the balcony. Breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Why?
This may sound silly, but
I feel like someone is watching me. Oh? Well, I'm watching you. Alright, let's stay here.
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What's with this silly question?
Does she have a stalker? Other than me, of course. She knows.
And that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me.
Title drop. Let's go. Let's roll the credits, baby.
I know that already. I also know that our time is running short.
You won't take another pill.
Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever.
It's goodbye then? She played too many young Dead-Eye dating sims, so now she has to hide from them all.
No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one.
What is it?
I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but... is it really necessary?
Maybe not. I'm sorry.
You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this.
Fine. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite on my lower lip. She's just like me. Wait a minute. You're afraid to tell me?
Yes! I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you.
Oh, she bit her lip. Ayo. Damn it.
I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen.
She got the riz. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me.
Bully.
No, you.
Into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurried to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first.
Of course I'll believe you.
I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lay down and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course. I always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know.
Oh, the music is a bit loud? Okay, I'll turn it down.
How's it sound now?
Does it sound alright now?
Perfect. Okay, good. Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes. Letters and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And, well, deserved, I guess. Felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. I'm kinda scared of them. Can't even argue with them. But today...
Well? Still too scared to tell me?
Of course! You're still listening, you know.
Use your hands.
I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Aww. Baby. Shh. They're trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping.
Sounds silly.
But it's not.
And meaningless.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know well enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important.
Boring. Fine.
Close your eyes. You won't get it?
I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road.
Where could I have seen it? Oh, isn't this from the start of the first game?
Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face.
You're late.
Who are you?
The boy blinks in bewilderment.
We're not going anywhere like this.
Try again. You look a little creepy, dude.
And he takes a very deep breath.
You are late.
I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry?
The boy nods, satisfied.
See? Much better.
Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look.
He's so young, and already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here?
Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me.
Yeah, there is.
Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. What do you know?
About what?
You're obligated to escort me to the store.
What? Who the fuck? I ain't an escort.
Jessica says that and strikes a victory pose. Our stalker is a literal child, and no wonder she doesn't want to go outside. I don't want to talk to children either.
No way I'm doing that.
You do understand that refusal is futile.
Well, aren't you full of yourself?
I'm serious.
I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company?
How weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence.
He's a wacko.
His name is stupid.
Cheska.
Are we going or what?
We can go. I need to think.
I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Cheska put on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. Stop biting your lip!
I'll be honest with you. I don't like you.
He simply bursts out laughing in reply.
I do like you, though.
Ugh. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Bruh, I don't know you like that. Don't touch me. Damn, Tresca, you sure are useful.
Lead the way.
Ew.
Yeah, what the fuck? I ain't gonna lead you. Get the fuck out of here.
But look at this dude. Oh, I think he was from the opening, because I remember, like, the legs. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. On the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. Oh, they're closed. They're closing in 20 minutes.
Oh. What the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way?
They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient.
Are you joking?
Yeah. 20 minutes.
You're so annoying.
It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? Why? Stop being invasive. I don't fucking know you. Stop asking me questions. Don't even like you.
None of your business.
And what's your name? None of your business. Yeah, shut up.
I was ready to slap the living hell out of this brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "Closing in 15 minutes."
Why do I see a Russian word? I guess because this was originally made in Russia? I don't know. Game is from a Russian creator.
Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah.
After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk.
Maybe we should ask somebody for directions?
My favorite song? Ooh?
Sure. Hey, wait up.
Jessica lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I wish I was a milk outside of a bag of milk. Damn, you're not a milk outside of a bag of milk? Are you a milk outside of a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk? Kurama desu? Hello, welcome.
I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry towards him.
Nah, he ain't a friend. I don't know him like that. Skill issue. Is he yours? The customer talks to me, speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. No, I am a plastic bag drifting through the wind. Only to sing. Trying to get me to start singing a Katy Perry song? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? I guess you sure do. He's yours. Please get him away from me.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer. His mouth ajar and eyes popped. His eyes are shaking. Huh. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down.
What was that?
I got so scared. He said...
What?
No, not again! Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. The true skill issue was the friends we made along the way. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean.
Who, me?
Jessica pushes me away and runs off. Oh, bye-bye. Glad that brat left. Drat. The edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey, you, move!
hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through towards him. What happened? Once it turns out this dude was a third cousin our mom forgot to tell us we were supposed to be babysitting. God, I hope not. I don't want to be related to this dude. I don't want to have that in my blood. The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Why is everyone asking that? He doesn't belong to me. I don't even want him. You can have him. Yes. Just leave him home next time. Oh, whoops. I did go black for a second. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? There should be no fucking waiting fee. The fuck you think this is? Like a cash loan place? Cause there's a fucking grocery store. Oh, what? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Jessica starts giggling all of a sudden. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? That's illegal. Yeah, what the fuck? For the fact that you're so... no. What? But... You can't be saying that. Sue the store. You heard me. Forgot that there was ableism. Sorry, it's okay. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. It's the only time they say it though, but yeah. I mean, I get it. These people are kind of shitty. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Jessica finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know? Turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. Wait, I would have given the F or less. Yo, why are you shaft head tilting me? It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Eh? Anime. Milk-chan. It's okay. Anime! Alright, good night. Okay, getting the other endings sometimes require doing specific stuff, so I'll let you know the steps for everyone if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you. She needs a hug. She needs a glass of milk. Maho Maiden. Ghost Funeral. I feel like I've heard that name before. Give her the milk, Josh. Ghost Funeral. Why have I heard that name? Lord Almighty, this is the biggest donut I've seen. I'm a slut for donuts. Damn, I want a donut. Large donuts.
Mundo Bizarro. Do you ever feel like a donut? I wish. Alright. Let's continue. Okay. Okay. Second ending, do not trigger the first death cutscene. On this one, you respond, then save the game because we won't need that scene anymore. Collect the Milk-chan's phone. It's next to the fan. Collect the minimum amount of fireflies. Okay. Okay. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. Okay. This is the thing, I have no idea, it's weird. Okay. Now start over. Okay. Glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the choice. Okay. Then save the game. Instead of asking silly questions, help me find my fireflies. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Perfect. Okay, nice. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Okay. I think I already did that. Wait, oh my. I have an idea. Yeah. I snap my finger all the time. Alright. There's smoke I'm gonna go with that one. Whatever. Other smoke coming from my clothes, no biggie. I'm not getting lit on fire or anything. Alright. Okay. Milk-chan's phone. It's next to the fan. I don't see the fan. Or, well, I mean the phone. I'd say even save when the firefly hunt begins because the endings branch from there. Save first before getting it. Oh. It's a small strip next to the fan. Oh? Oh, this?
bit to the corner. Oh, this. What's this? Oh. That was not it. Hold on. How do I reload? Hold on. It was that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Just skip through these. I get the fireflies and your Gucci for next one. Okay. Oh, locations. Okay. Thank you. Eesh. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, and remember to pressure on the bag dialogue. Oh, okay. So you want me to be mean to her? Suddenly a firefly is like... Okay. Let's see. And dosage notes. Alert, alert. Milk has breached containment. The milk is outside of the bag. Okay. I can finish searching now. Okay. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? Next time, don't pick the final choice. Sorry, I wasn't around to tell. Wait, what? Oh. If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. Hey Leo, how's it hanging? It's hanging good. Woke up just a little bit ago. Playing some Mocha Bag of Milk. I might take a nap soon though. I might take a nap before switching games. I'm still feeling tired. Shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I wanna sleep. Okay. Oh, vcam. Boy. You gently open the door to chat. Oh, whoops. This line is here. Okay, there we go. I think it might be gone now. Okay, there we go. Now ask how it's hanging. How's it hanging? The song is so relaxing, I could just fall asleep. I guess that's because she's gotta fall asleep, but she's not. What do you mean?
Yeah, go to the balcony. Okay. So should I go with there's no way somebody cares about you that much this time, Overtaker?
Get some water.
Alright. I'm gonna go with there's no way somebody cares about you that much. Maybe? Let me see. Oh, let me close out some stuff. A bunch of windows open. Close out of that. Close out of that. Okay. Dark. Okay, I'm gonna go with there's no way somebody cares about you this much.
Just for a couple of minutes, okay? My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights out on in the windows, their muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. This feels so lonely, living in endless silence. Apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point, it circled around and closed on itself. Oh! Oh! The origin of oh, at least I think so. I thought so! I was like, oh! Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Rain must be terrible. At least she's got an umbrella in her room. Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Is that obvious? I'm looking in every direction but not up. Oh! This. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, small stuff. And small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. I hope rent is cheap. I guess, I'm assuming her mom pays rent. So I guess she doesn't gotta worry about that. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. It's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake. To deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. Let's go! We touched grass! We didn't, but we went outside for a bit. I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside.
What are you going to do?
What's with this silly question?
Touch grass ending. What is grass? I don't know. Some sort of myth. I definitely haven't been touching grass.
Going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade.
I have friends that live in apartments paid by their parents. I don't care how that can happen. I feel that I ask for so much when I need help to buy shoes. Big mood! Big mood, Leonix! Big fucking mood. Same. Okay, like I live with my uncle. I don't live with my parents. But my uncle like owns this house, so I'm good here as long as I like pay like the internet and stuff. But like I hate asking for help on anything. And I feel like the pressure that I need to move out as soon as I can. You just like me, for real, for real. Like I actually asked my uncle for money for to buy shoes because I didn't have the money for it. And I hated asking him for that, but meanwhile my cousins who live in the same house like ask him for like hundreds of dollars like every month. By the way, there's a secret that I forgot. I'll tell you how to get it after all endings. Okay. I guess I'm not the worst one, but I feel bad just asking for anything.
Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell. At the same time, still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet...
I feel the same. Asking family for money is not on my alley. Yeah. I always feel ashamed when I ask family for money. They're like, oh, I can help you whenever you want. But then I'm like, I don't want to ask for help. It's like, I get told that by multiple people. They're like, if you ever need help, ask me. And then I'm like, I don't want to ask for help. I feel bad asking for help. I like you, Bunny Man. Never change. Thank you, Linux.
It's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
I don't blame you. But was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this.
Fine. What's the favor? Yeah, I remember that. I do get mad at people for not asking for help. But then I never ask for help myself. That's true. My friends will be like, I'll be like, why did you ask me for help? And then she'll be like, why didn't you ask me for help? And then I'm like, I'll help you, but you can't help me, okay? Like, I remember one of my friends, like, paid me some money, and they were like, this is for all the times you helped me. And I'm like, bro, what? No! Don't do that! Don't do that! They're like, I want to help you. And then I'm like, no, I didn't help you because I wanted you to help me. No, keep that. Keep that. Mood. Let's see. Same. Yeah. We all just like get angry at other people for not asking for help, but then we'd be like, I'm suffering, but I ain't asking for help. And then wonder. Why people don't ask for help. Alright. What kind of dream we getting tonight? Are we friends? Gaby?
See you in a bit, Mello. Hello. Thank you for choosing our pizzeria. No, this place is so empty. Though I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it.
Also, Jesus Christ, my Asia server account in IDV is incredibly lucky. What the fuck?
Getting really good pulls? Not long. At the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure they'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happened in my head. They never left its premises.
I only have the free 10 pull, right? I pulled both Danny and Ray in that single temple. What the fuck? Jesus Christ! God damn!
Can you share some of that luck?
Just kidding.
It's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out.
What kind of pizza would you like to order?
Anyway, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use.
Is she like messaging all this to a pizzeria place?
So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void.
Imagine Milk-chan talking to a pizzeria bot. This That's a use for AI. There we go. And then the AI starts hitting on her.
This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though.
Elio. We're just talking earlier about how AIs just inevitably wind up hitting on you.
Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway?
Damn, that pizzeria dude is a real listener.
I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed. Probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. Turned out to be a waste of time.
I'm sure it's just a bot.
Yeah, what pizza would you like? Could you give me your social security number? No matter where I look, it's not looking good. Pun not intended. And that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. Oh, does that mean you're not giving me your social security card? Damn. I also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that?
Poor dude is real. Do you hear about the VN about filing up taxes? I did. A part of me wanted to get it to file my taxes. Also, a part of me was scared of it having that info.
I can just keep on thinking. Even then, my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void? I'm a part of it?
Ma'am, do you want your pizza?
And why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist?
I think that tax VN got taken off Steam before it released. Yeah. It got reported as, like, potentially dangerous to the users. So I think they just released it on their own site.
Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold. It's neutral.
Maybe some mild ethical concerns for Valve to put a game on your store where it asks for your social security number, yeah.
At the same time, even if I think about warmth, I feel warm.
Taxes really do be like,
yes!
God, not looking forward to doing my taxes next year.
Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts?
What did I miss? Milkton went to a pizzeria and she's texting really, like, thoughtful thoughts about life and the meaningless of life and shit. And the pizza guy is just like, want your pizza?
I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it?
What's your social? What's the 3 digits on the back of your card? Are you ready to make your order?
Yes, that's right.
I shouldn't care. It's empty here. It makes me feel neither good nor bad. If you do a poll for us to decide your food, does it count as a business expense? Maybe. Maybe I could do that. Be like, yeah, all those games I bought was a business expense, for sure.
Yes. I'm all alone. At the same time, feels like I'm not. A lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe. Nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void. I'm a part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed.
What pizza would you like, miss?
You want that with anchovies on top? I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. Can't do anything about it.
Damn.
Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2.
Oh wow, 4. 2 for 4 special, damn. Keep talking, miss. They pay me by the hour.
I don't care that this place is empty, you hear? I feel neither good nor bad.
Oh shit. Is she about to get run over by a train?
I'm all alone.
My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. God, this actually reminds me of something that happened in my area, kind of. Oh!
This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe.
Want a Lord Soda with that? I'll take that offer.
Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide. My thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit. And I'll be able to feel proud of myself.
She is coping so hard. She is. Poor girl.
I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad.
You heard her. Her head is full of thoughts. She's talking about us. Weird, the thoughts. We thoughting it up in her brain.
I'm alone.
My head is full of thoughts. There we go. A whole world, one might say. A whole stream chat.
If I try hard enough, I'll be able to fill all the void around me.
Still, God. So, like, this reminds me of a thing that kind of happened nearby. Where, like, this one person stood on the rail tracks and got killed. And they were calling their ex-girlfriend while it happened. Oh God. Hi Sasha. Welcome. Welcome to me sharing a really bad story. Oh, Percy C. Thank you for the raid. Oh no. Hi Raiders. Hi. Hi, we are playing milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk. And it is pretty trippy, and there's a bit of suicide. Oh, two-pronged strike. Dang. Thank you so much, Sasha. Please be careful if you're uncomfortable with, like, suicide and, like, there's a lot of topics of mental illness with this game and stuff. Maybe flashing lights, I'm not sure. But I think we are literally on, like, train tracks waiting to die right now. So, yeah. Hi, Raiders. Oh, thank you for following, Percy Sui. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy it here. Yeah, the game can be fucked up. Oh, yeah, and insects, yes. What were you guys playing? I hope you guys had a good stream. Thank you guys so much. Hi. Hi. How's it going?
No matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but...
Oh, you were doing a Pokemon Emerald randomized Soul Link Nuzlocke? Oh, dang. What's a Soul Link? I know, I've heard of randomized and Nuzlocks, but what's a Soul Link?
I hope you guys had fun.
What was it? Is it like one that you can play together with someone? Is that why it's called Soul Link? I believe it is two people running. But it's randomized. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you for the follow, Augustus Fluffus Luminous. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it here. My name is Aliolapi, by the way, for the Raiders. I am a bunny from outer space, and I like playing RPG Maker horror games, JRPGs, and visual novels. Pokemon they catch on each route have the same name, and if one dies, the other is also dead. Ooh. Soul Link is a co-op thing where Pokemon's souls are linked. So if one faints, their soul's linked partner also faints. Ooh. That sounds really cool. Also terrifying. You're a bunny. Yes. I am a bunny. Yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the follow, Team P4. Hope you like it here. Thank you. Kurama faints. Oh, I better get a revive out. Some person might catch Giga Chad the Rayquaza, but the Giga Chad the other guy catches might be a Metapod. Alil beat me to it.
What a dirty adult you are.
Oi! If Giga Chad Metapod dies, then the other guy has to box the Quaz. Ah, damn. Someone said you're someone said you're a Benoy. Yes, I am a Benoy.
It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. My head is full of thoughts. The thoughts from the Twitch chat. If I try hard enough, maybe I'll be able to buy that pizza. So, the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. But yeah, I remember hearing the story of the person nearby. That story is kind of similar to this. And how terrifying it was to imagine being on a phone call with someone and hearing them die. Okay, you're adorable. I adopt. Thank you. Screw you, Twitch chat. I will unbunny your bunny boy. Well, now I'm just a boy. Now I'm just a boy. Damn. Oh, re-bunny. Get wrecked. I am now bunny boy again. Let's go. Session timeout. Please reload the page. No! When will I get my pizza? I didn't get my pizza. Damn it. Probably came with anchovies anyway. But no, no, you're a starry boy. There's a difference. Oh, that's true. Well, I'm broke. Interesting dream. I'd cry too if I didn't get my pizza. Third ending. Do not collect the Milk-chan's phone. Collect all the 5 fireflies. Okay. Just gotta wait through the... Can I skip the credits? You can skip credits by reloading the game, I guess, yeah. Okay. Let us reload. So that's what friendship is like. Alright. I'm gonna lurk and take a nap, because I'm super sleepy for some reason. Best of luck with milk. Oh, thank you. I hope I can follow soon. I really want to take a nap soon. Game? 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 Uh-oh. Maybe I should have just waited through the... Let me task manager it. Let me see. Okay. Should start working now. Just give it a second. Who used yawn on chat? Yeah, where's the drowsy? Oh, thank you for the hat pats, team people. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I saw the O. I saw the O open up. Okay, you guys can see it. Flashy images and touches on touchy subjects. Alright. Let's go. Vroom! Oh yeah, we can watch this anime opening again. I really like this. I think it's faster even if the game took longer to restart. Don't touch the fuzzy. You will get dizzy. Oh yeah, flashing lights. Sorry. She's so cute.
Looks so cute when she's dressed up like this.
Love the little hat. I wanna have a nice hat like that. Well, I guess I kinda do have a nice hat like that, huh?
Love the little effect on it. Like artifacting kinda looking. It's a very 80s/90s Russian outfit in my opinion. It looks nice. Very Evangelion, that shot. That is your hat, silly. Also, I agree to be in Milk-chan Protection Squad. Okay, so this time I don't grab this little thingy. And I get all of the 5 fireflies. Let's just skip through all this. Okay, so you don't want me to choose fine, right, Overtaker? Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, don't skip? Oh, shoot. Sorry. We'll have it next time, don't worry. I think it's still the same dialogue, right? Oh, you're doing the computer one, yeah. I was saying on the backpack one. Oh, okay. Yeah, this looks like the same dialogue. But I won't skip the backpack one. Okay. Wait, hold on. Honey, hold on. Hey. Okay, sorry. Let me look at that image that you sent me before. Okay. Pill bottles. Is it okay to skip through the pill bottles? I can't stay, but I have this joke on my mind since this morning, so here. Oh, what is this? What is subathon, huh? Elio, you have 20 days left. God. Well, good morning, Twy. See you later. Sound of her speaking reminds me of this. What is this? Chinese toy phone. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, let's skip through that. And then the dosage notes. Like, I can't not hear it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and then the sketchbook. But I don't pick up the phone, right? Yeah, okay. Such a tiny phone. Everything but the phone. Okay. Oh! Thank you for the follow, Lady Dree. Thank you. I hope you enjoy here. Thank you so much for the follow. Alright, let's skip through this. Don't close your eyes. Close your eyes. That's a game I want to stream soon. When I have the money for it. Alright, and then the backpack, that should be it. Right, I got that. Okay. Okay. Okay, I remember this dialogue. But this time I'll keep telling her to repeat it. Exactly, you have to insist. Alright. Better tell me more. Tell me about it again. Yes. Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat had done. Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. And then that was the last time I saw him. He never came back home with the milk ever again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly, I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never be ignored, I turn around. Is that my mom? But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after everything that led to everything that happened after what had happened. What? Just got an achievement called You're Annoying. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever. I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened. Countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. Look down and see a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, there we go. And then I click finish searching. And just drink some water. Yeah, okay. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. Wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? Okay, I think this is the same. Happiness is always about being positive, right? Yeah. Should I have her go outside? Or should I have her just stay in the room? Inside. Okay. What's with this silly question? I'm gonna sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. That's a part reminded for next ending. Okay. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet another tide to drop? Okay, yeah. You won't take another pill. Of course not. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, bedtime story. You'll see tomorrow. Yeah, bedtime story time. Alright, sleepy time. Time to skip through. Wait, after that I stop, but the silhouette later is eyes. Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Same dialogue. Okay, there we go. Everything is fine. Oh? Ugh, another terrible morning. And most of the same dialogue. Be cool to have classic Skip already seen dialogues, but well, it's alright. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Is she going back to school? Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Yay! Oh my god, you get to have friends and do fun stuff now. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom? Oh. Ugh, another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face so stupid? Wonder what others at school would think. I hope she gets happiness. Me for real, for real. And nothing wrong with looking different. It's not what defines you after all.
Another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. It's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. There's nothing wrong with looking different. She's just having a nightmare about going to school. It's not what defines you after all. Well, another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. Great face you got. Not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. It's getting better, isn't it? Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. Yeah. You just got a big hole in your head, it's fine. Me after I shave. It's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Okay, she's just got some bedhead. That's fine. Another terrible morning. I see nothing wrong. Yeah, just got bedhead. Oh hey, got a sibling now. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. So jealous. I want a big hole in my head as a face too. There's nothing wrong with looking different. Or having an evil twin with you. It's not what defines you after all. Another terrible morning. Me when I see a lady with big bazongas. It's not what defines you. Damn, I think we're not gonna get better. Gotta tell ya, Booba. Oh, now we got 8 eyes. Vriska would be proud. Yeah, nothing wrong with looking different. Nothing wrong with having 8 eyes. Vriska's got 8 eyes. Another terrible morning. Why is my face so stupid? I wonder what others at school will think. I guess I don't have a good head on my shoulders. Oh no, I'm just faceless. Cool. Good morning. I feel wonderful today. Can't wait for my first day at school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. What a dream. That's a dream, alright. Anxiety about going back to school. Damn, routine do be awful like that. Alright, what we got next on our docket? Fourth ending, do not collect all the 5 fireflies. Trigger the laptop full dialogue. Answering, you'll end up returning to the subject anyway to Milk-chan. Go to the balcony. Okay. Let me just close and then we enter the game. Alright. Oh, that one started up pretty fast this time. But damn, this game got some budget with the animated cutscenes and stuff. good shit. Okay. Get the laptop. In comparison with the first one is miles apart, yeah. I mean, the first one was good, but like it didn't have this much production value put into it. Well, thank you for the hydrate, Nico-ish. Right, this is the last of my water. Thank you. Okay, you'll end up returning to that subject anyway. Oi! Hi, Shiryuki. Hello. How's it going? Hey yo, about to cook something. Ooh, what you gonna cook? Hi Elliot, oh my god, hi Esther! How's it going? What a way to enter chat. Suck on these nuts! I do not know. Let's skip through all this. How's it going, Esther? It's been a while. How you been? Alright, yeah, let's keep searching. Okay. Oh. So I have to get more fireflies? So, should I not click on the ones that give fireflies, but just click on ones that I know don't? Or... I'm doing okay. Oh, you graduated high school yesterday. It was cool. Ooh, nice. Congratulations on the graduation. Ooh. So question, has the subathon gone far enough for the bath stream? I have taken baths during my subathon. I just don't bring you guys into the bath with me. Game prompt ending, search at the minimum. Okay. Alright. So that means the pill bottle, dosage notes, computer, sketchbook, backpack, and phone, or other stuff. Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't got this wrong. Alright, food time. See you soon. I'll see you soon, Shiriki. Enjoy your foodie. Thank you, no problem. Hope you're doing alright. It's been a while since I talked with you. I'd love to hang out some more. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna examine the pills. Skip through this. Okay. And then the dosage notes. Okay. Okay. Finish searching. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Okay. Okay, this is the same dialogue. Is this the same until the dream? Yeah, go to the balcony. Yeah, there's no way somebody cares about you that much. Same until. Okay. Okay. Same stuff. She doesn't want to look at the big. Oh! Wasn't that what that anime with Dorothy and it was called Big O? Now I remember the name. Yeah. Oh, it was. Big O. I still think the main character of that is just like Professor Utonium, but anime. Bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. Oh shit. Fell off the balcony. Little human Nikki here. I had a friend online. My best friend. Even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. What, did he have an anime PFP? It's so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. How is he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. Can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? Oh Yasumi, oh Yasumi. I'll see you in my dreams. When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. This dialogue is so cool. Hell yeah. I love the loop of the buildings and stuff during this too. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite position. I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, and never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? God, what a mood. What a mood. She really is just like me, for real. Don't get distracted. So, what was that about your friend? My friend? Oh, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. The call out. Kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. People on internet aren't real though. And especially no girls are on the internet. And he expected me to do the same. What? Want me to overshare? Me? Really? And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anyone else in the world. You know what he did? Uh-oh. Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. Well, what? So he harassed you online? And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. No wonder she doesn't want to go on her computer then.
They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. Oh.
Oh, so he made her into like... Okay, so he kept posting her everywhere online. To the point it became like a meme or something.
And on every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. Now they watch me from the screens too. Well, I'll put an end to it. I decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only. My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside.
I have my theory about this one bit. The friend she talks about for me is the creator. The army of bots are us. Oh, that makes sense. God damn.
I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it.
That's it. That's it. What are you going to do?
What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year, a decade, yep. Or so, yep. Some dialogue.
Yeah, story time. Sorry.
Alright, go to sleep. Oyasumi, oyasumi. I know that it's hard to do.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah. What she's saying and what you're saying about the theory.
I always fall in my wake peeping at me. Scared of them and can't even argue with them.
Mr. Destructoid. Damn, is Destructoid still around? I remember when Destructoid was like a huge thing. Like a huge platform for video game stuff, but I haven't heard of it in forever. I remember I used to watch someone that was a reviewer for Destructoid, but his videos were a bit too ambitious, I think. So he just kind of made his own YouTube and did his own videos on there. Oh, is anyone there? I'd be amazed if it did, yeah. Like, no one talks about machinima and stuff anymore much either. Or G4. I think G4's still around, but it's not as big as it used to be.
Wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it.
Good riddance. Nah, it died again. Oh, it did? Well,
Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket, and the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe it can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way? In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is coming on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly came up to the door and reached out towards it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch-black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door, like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away, and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door. Stupid, nasty, cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no! I can't stop screaming for a moment, because I'm scared to end up in a complete silence. The reality around me disappears, and twisted imagination will take over. The realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you! A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here! Come closer! I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Oh. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes. The door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that, thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. Oh, Jesus! My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hands away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help! The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you! This game is a fucking bummer. Why are you playing this? I love bummer games. I love being depressed. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes! Yes! I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. This ending is like some of my dreams. I love it so much. Silent and endless. Ooh. So those are the kind of dreams you got, huh? Mine are nonsensical. If the milk and cockroach screaming wasn't an indication. Still, I'm thankful to them, and don't want them to become silent. But my dreams always feel real. My dreams always feel real when I'm having them, but then when I wake up, I'm like, wow, that was actually really nonsensical. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No! Go away! I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night, and grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds and pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. Ooh, like this song. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again. This time, I'm looking at the darkness of a night sky, instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference, though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset. But what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. Ooh. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point, I realize that it's not a wolf. Oh! Oh! I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where's that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. Feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Hey, where are you? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I can't understand where I should run to, if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction of where I think the sound is coming from. It's just... there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. Screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but... Hey! I can see you! The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream. More like a whisper, or a wheeze. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Are you hurt? No reaction again. Just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree? I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling a panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone? A tree? Where the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sound reaching my ears become even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying. At least, I think so. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and, for some reason, try to shield my face. End up losing balance and falling to the ground. Oh, thank you for the hydrate! I'm out of water. Let me go grab some. talking to my uncle. Gonna make some pancakes later. Welcome back, thank you. Yo, nice, yeah. I asked him if I could use the pancake mix he had. The grass replies with a nasty cackling rustle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh! I've had enough. Yeah, I want to see O. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. It's standing there, without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds. Wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me! Go away! After that, the spot expands rapidly, and, in the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by the sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets the body go, and I immediately spin away. I know exactly where you're going with that. I am not reading that out loud, Shiryuki. You take me for a fool? Oh, so you're into that, Elio, huh? Ooh. The oldest trick in the book. Yo, spill eye cup. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. I don't get it. When you say the words at the end. Oh, I was asking since that's what I have for dinner. Well, I do like it. It's just when I say it, it sounds like something else. Ellie, you like that? Disgusting. Yeah, just say the two words out loud, Adamella, the last two words. Then you might get it. Say it fast. No, 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 no. Why are you a gay fish? LMAO, got him. Cause I know that I'm a gay fish. Ooh. Yeah. Wise choice. No, stay away. An unknown force turns my head with a crumbling sound and the darkness consumes everything. Yeah, it's been a while since I have had the sticks that are made of fish. But I like them. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. Generally, though, you do have sticks of fish, spaghetti, salad cream, and sriracha for dinner. That is quite the combination. And we're finally awake from that dream. That was a slow burn dream. And let me just skip. Skip it. Alright, what other endings we got? Last ending and the one that has flashing lights. Do not collect the milk. Chan's phone. Do not collect all the fireflies. Do not go to the balcony. Okay. And that should be it. Okay, nice. just close out and then reopen. Do not collect $200, but I want $200. Okay, so flashing images warning for this ending apparently. Please do be careful if you have epilepsy. Alright. So do not connect Milkton's phone. Do not collect all the fireflies and do not go to the balcony. Okay. Tell me when flashing is over. Got it. I guess Overtaker got it, because Overtaker would know. I'll let you know. There we go. Oh shit. Whoops, I accidentally clicked on the bed. Will I still be okay? Yeah, okay. Don't worry, okay. Okay, so we do not go to the balcony. Okay, for the ending, avoid the tourists. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Okay. You can skip right through here. Okay. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Milk-chan. Hope you have sweet dreams of eating cookies and milk. And screaming cockroaches. Then again, you don't like milk, so maybe just cookies. Oh? I look down. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I've spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's possible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. I love the art style of this one. It's just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. Every world will be swallowed up by the darkness. I won't take a single step. Why should I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Yeah, it gives Tomorrow Won't Come for Those Without Redacted vibes. I definitely see that. Definitely. Oh yeah, and this part here too. Like the thin lines and stuff. With the dots. Starts in a bit. IDK if it's very hard for it being flashing lights, but it's annoying. Okay, so flashing light warning, coming soon. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling. But then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. Okay. Flashing light warning, possibly. Okay. Good for this line of text. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with my inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't! I'll let you know when it ends. Alright. Yeah, so flashing lights, warning, one more time. There we go. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Press of thick, sticky air drive itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words, while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures, just like mine, spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. Oh yeah, it's going faster now. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists. All that makes it both exists and not. It's until the dream ends. Okay. I tried to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes, and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction. Up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wazek's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. There's nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. I feel like I've read that before. Like in something. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly? Or does it still, because connection, but does it still cause confusion and fear? You've been living through that fear a lot recently. How did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly. Don't hide anything. Ooh, damn. Loving this music. I decide to descend. Descend. This dream is eldritch. Yeah. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in the wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times. You have to make sacrifices. Grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? Damn. What a dream. Whew. Yeah, I really like that one. Done. Alright. Flashing lights are over. Alright. So I guess that was the end of milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk. Looks like I'm missing an achievement though. Don't know what that is. Folklore. Let me see. Probably something stupid. We shall see. Alright, I'll sit through the credits for this one. Love the vibes of this game. The art style of it is really good too. Very, very early 2000s. Do you have the please forget it achievement? Let me see. Yes. Yes, I have the please forget it. The achievements I have are first death, you won't get it, please forget it, good night, are we friends, you're annoying, everything is fine, is anyone here, and look down. So those are all the achievements I got. It says I'm missing one. Let me see. Oh, okay. I just went on, there's a little trick I do, and I'm missing an achievement. And, you know, it shows hidden achievements for me for this one. So I went to the Steam page and went to view all achievements. So it looks like I'm missing second death. That's the one I'm missing. Ooh. But the second death was the one on the balcony. What the hell? Eh? Know what I would do to fuck with people if I made a game? What? Well, let me see. Okay, it looks like you need to do it with the
With the first death achievement? I don't know. I guess I missed it. Because I didn't do it in the same run as the first death. Oh well. Oh, I know it was that glitch. You have to do first death and then second death in a row. I mean starting the game from the beginning though. Not worth it. Alright. Didn't miss it, like you did it. Okay. I just didn't get the achievement for it, I guess. Alright. Well, that was milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Pretty good. It happens, yeah. No biggie. No biggie. But yeah, I really enjoyed that game. It was a lot better than the first one. What is it, like, the graphics and everything look really cool. And I like how they had, like, little animated cutscenes. And the vibes of the dreams were great. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, what would you do to fuck with people if you made a game, Adamello? Alright, let me close out the game. Thanks for checking it out. Nice that you liked it. Yeah! I had a feeling I'd like it. I've seen it on like Steam and stuff, and I always thought that the style of it looked really cool.